Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Ya Ali Madad. So another thing is that the Quran says to beware of satanic activities and to know Shaitan and to take him as your open enemy. Now, I was doing all these American books and Western European books I was reading, and today, with a lot of regret, I say that I should not have. It was good to find out how Satan is working, because my Imam alayhi salam in Al-Qafi Al-Kulaini does say that do the marifat of shaitan, and maybe God wanted me, now that I'm thinking in retrospect, that we have to do the marifat of shaitan. And my father had brought some of the volumes of Al-Qafi Al-Kulaini, and when I was reading them, I was probably in my late teens, or adolescence, and so here I'm going to tell you. I just am thinking how to put it to you. That all this American thing about there's no evil, and we must forgive, and we don't have any enemies outside. Yes, the worst enemy is inside, but we do have enemies outside, and there is evil. So, not being aware of the enemy. You see what the enemy did. How can I explain it to you? First of all, the enemy has come into my room, read my diary, and then forwarded things to America, the Americans. And they are now copying what I believe in and what I wrote. And so I do suspect a lot of things they've copied, and like the FBI, Comey. I had to get up one day and warn my friends and my country coming here to UAE. And I was in this terrible dilemma, how to not make people frightened, and yet knowing that I will have all these things come on me, being questioned, and being probably not believed in or ridiculed. They would laugh at me and say, "Are you crazy?" And they would question me like someone has questioned me. I don't know if that person is what he says he is, who he says he is, because he's not in touch with another friend of mine. And so I've told him now that why I am so anti-American. And this may go to the FBI, I don't care. Because we were afraid that America has come into our lands. Our enemy has come in. Now American writers like, they were writing all these books like, you don't have an enemy, your worst enemy is you. So I wonder if the FBI director can digest this. That Russia is not their enemy. Why are they so scared now? And why don't they go with their spiritualist teachers who told them to forgive and not be afraid? What's the fear? What's the fear for? So you see, I had to realize long time ago that there is an enemy. And my religion has told me to realize this. And they have taken my stuff. And now they are in their name thinking they're so great. So this is why I have to send these messages out. And please forgive me when I do not touch at the right point at the right moment. And I'm sending different ways of telling you as I keep remembering certain details I give. And this is sporadic and spontaneous because I can't prepare myself. I don't have that energy or that peace inside of me. And whatever my enemy has done to me. And so in this condition, I can only do this much. So here we have it, that a FBI director has gotten up scared of Russia, that Russia is America's enemy. And all those American spiritualists must be laughing at him, or are they fake? That none of their sayings have worked on the FBI director. So after waiting so long, it's happened to America. America has an enemy, and the FBI director is extremely scared that the Russian spies have come in, and that the present President of America is a Russian. I was going to go into my details to try to make you believe, but now I don't have to. I have a real life example that America, what it writes in their books as authors, spiritualists, don't really mean it, do they? Or does politics work more than what their spiritualists are saying? Or is this American hypocrisy? Can you see this? I've read American books, self-help books. So I think that our Quran is extremely important. It gives you realities, keep realities in front of you, takes you to the realms of and heights of spirituality, at the same time being grounded with what's happening in the world, and it gives you protection and security in this world and in the spiritual realm. It prepares you for everything, everything. The moment you take your eyes off the Quran and what it's teaching you, what it's telling you, you're going to lose it in this world. So it's so regretful to have taken my eyes off the Quran and gone on to read these American authors, because none of this is helping in the political realm and the real world. So the Quran says, keep your eye on the world and let your soul be rested, and know that there is a higher power, the Supreme Lord, and then we've got the spiritual leader here who is chosen by God. He is the one, and in times of political unrest, deceptions, dishonesty, and all the rest, corruption and criminal activities, the right, the truthful spiritual leader, your guide, chosen for you by God, is the one you should be following, keeping your eyes on, and thanking God for. And then you will feel no loss, no urgency. You will rest in this feeling that there is a mercy on earth for us. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his light, his mercy that passed through the rest of the leaders, spiritual leaders, and the mercy to the earth and the creations of God, trustworthy. So you can trust Him when the world is upside down. You know that you have this amazing grace and comfort. Like Jesus Christ said, it's mentioned in the Bible, New Testament, in the Gospel of Jesus, that I will send you a comforter. He will remain with you always after me. And this is the comforter, the trustworthy and the most comforting person on earth, walking in flesh and blood. And that we can be sure and convinced that God cares for us so much, while the world doesn't care at all. Worldly people have nothing to do with us. Inshallah will be continued later. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.